So today is all about training aids and reviewing the Gforce training aids. Now, the Gforce, they come in a 7-iron and a wedge, 54-degree wedge, and there may be a driver coming in the future of what I've been told. So what are they? They are very, very flexible golf clubs. So they flex both ways, so down both ways, and there is some torque in there as well. I can turn them both ways. So the 7-iron's like that, the wedge is like that. Hello everybody and welcome back to Alex L8 Golf, and welcome to the channel if you're a brand new viewer. Don't forget to subscribe and give all this content a thumbs up. Let's review these training aids. So what do they do? Before we hit the wedge and before we hit the 7-iron, what do they do? So the theory behind these golf clubs is it helps you sequence your body in transition and helps you develop rhythm. Now, this is something when I'm coaching people, it's very, very hard to say, oh, just put a bit of rhythm on it. What is rhythm? And the theory behind these training aids, you understand sequencing, you understand rhythm, because if you don't, it's very, very hard to make a center strike and actually hit the ball straight. Let's see if they work. So, let me give you a few practice swings here. I'm going to show you kind of a few different things. So if I take a practice swing here and I'm really snatchy, you can see that there's a lot of flex in this shaft. It's then very hard to bring it back to square. Now, if I'm smooth and I gradually build up my speed, then it's a lot easier for me to be smooth in transition, sequence the body, and get this club back to square at the golf ball. A lot easier. Now, the only downside I feel of this, and I'm going to preempt what we're going to say here, is a little bit that I think it'll feel a big change going from this to an iron, but let's try it. So I'm going to hit one with a 7-iron, one with a 58, and let's see how it goes. Pretty good shot first off. Let's hit another one. Now that felt there that I definitely was more aware of what I was doing in transition in terms of delivery. I couldn't feel snatchy. I think I'd have missed the ball if it was. I definitely was more aware of my overall rhythm. Let's hit one more. A little bit off to the right. Felt a little bit out of control on that one. So let's go on to the wedge. Now, I've done a little bit of testing before we did this video, and I'm one of the clients as well. I have found the wedge to be the most productive area. Now, with the 7-iron, I think it's good. It gives you a good feeling of the rhythm, but I think it's actually quite hard to actually make contact. I think a lot of people might get put off with that. Now, with the wedge, I think this is a really, really valuable piece. Now, a lot of people that come to me with chipping, they get very snatchy in their transition, a bit too kind of sharp in delivery, and they don't really activate the bounce and let the rhythm of their pitch take control. Whereas this is fantastic for that. I'm going to hit one short one here for you, and this is where I think the kind of 50-yard range is perfect for it. That really feels like, to me, I'm very aware of speed of delivery, what I'm doing, and also where this club head is. And let's hit one more, because as I'm doing this, I definitely am less aware of what I'm doing technically, and just more all about of what I'm trying to do in terms of the speed, in terms of where I'm pivoting around my body, and generally what this club head is doing. It definitely improves that awareness. A little bit underneath that one, showing up my tendency. But overall, if I was going to say a good thing about this, definitely like the training aid in terms of the wedge. Really think it gives you a great feeling in terms of delivery, in terms of smoothness of the transition in the pitching. If you're someone that gets a little bit long back, quick through, or vice versa, short back, quick through, then this will really highlight your tendencies in terms of strike. You'll find it very hard to gain a strike with this, but then when you transition to your own club, you may find it a little bit easier. Now, the one thing I would say is a 7-iron is very hard to hit. If you're someone that struggles with a slice, even more so, the face will be very, very open to impact if you do use that. So that's one thing I would say. Wedge is fantastic. 7-iron will take a lot of work to kind of get used to it. Now, for a good player, this may actually help you a lot, but for kind of your higher handicapper, you may find that one a little bit hard. But definitely a very, very big fan of the pitching wedge. Thank you for watching today's review on Alex Elliott Golf. This is the Gforce swing trainer, which helps you smoothen out your transition, be more body aware, and more club and club face aware also. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.